Then later on in the same day, 4:07, they sent off the draft email over to the FAA. And then at 4:37, attached is a presentation SKD for Tuesday in Dallas to Mr. Haggerty, again from Mr. Sexton, draft presentation. Then they sent drawings. Here's the drawings, and I do have your presentation. I should have reviewed it shortly. This is from Tom Kamen. I have some data from Sunroad. Now this email now discloses that Mr. Sexton is direct contact with Sunroad, working with Sunroad, using public resources to help Sunroad circumvent the safety provision of the FAA. Which email is that? I'm sorry. That is the 5/19 at 6:59 a.m. Yeah. Sent via BlackBerry. I have some data from Sunroad. We don't have that data. Again, what I'm suggesting here is that there is a very deep, ongoing effort to circumvent the legal requirements on behalf of the mayor's substantial campaign contributor, while at the same time the mayor is misleading the people of San Diego about his activities. Then the 5/21 email sent at 3:42 p.m. Draft presentation to FAA Ray Centrum 1 at Montgomery Field. So now, another sent 5/21 at 5:09, draft presentation. Attached, please find the draft presentation. (5:21 to 5:25), another one that confirms what he's doing. 5:21 to 5:30 at 36 seconds. Karen McDonald, the evaluation instructor person, acknowledges receipt. Then, this is as late as 5:30. This is just last week. 5:30, to all, on behalf of the City of San Diego and the Airport Authority, please let us thank you for stopping your busy day to help think through. Please understand our primary motivation: to eliminate any public perception of a hazard to flight safety. Not to eliminate the obstruction, but to eliminate the perception. To restore public confidence in the flight operations. To improve the capacity and efficiency of the field. And then he goes on, near term, remove authorization for aircraft circling north. The exact thing that I said was happening last week, that the mayor's office said was nothing could be further from the truth, is exactly what Mr. Sexton was being used for. Misuse of public funds on behalf of a substantial campaign contributor, material misrepresentations to a city attorney who is investigating the matter, providing of false information to the media regarding the matter, and failure to disclose the other documents relating to this. And now we have the disappearance of Mr. Sexton. Now, if you look at the PowerPoint presentation, you can see that an enormous amount of effort went into this PowerPoint. The PowerPoint Air Navigation Hazard Elimination Proposal. Air Navigation Hazard Elimination Proposal. That's what the mayor was doing, is he was trying to eliminate the hazard by making the pilots all have to take over south, over the Serra Mesa community. There's 3 slides on that one, 3 more slides on that one, plus a very comprehensive diagram of the airport. 3 more slides there, 2 more slides with comprehensive analysis of the airport again. 2 more slides, slides 9 and 10. Now, all of this is being done, all of this is taking place last week. Last week. Here's where we are today. This is what we know. The mayor obstructed the search warrant, made it impossible to serve. His chief of police leaked it to him. It was leaked to the media. The refusal to serve was leaked to the other side. That was all done under the auspices of the mayor. Misuse of public funds to help someone who had violated the FAA laws. Misuse of a public employee. Misuse of city resources, as I understand it, because we're obligated to pay for the trip to Dallas. Failure to disclose exactly what the FAA says, Gene. We don't know what they've said. We just know that from the mayor, he says they turned it down, but we don't have any source documents yet. We don't have any written communication from the FAA. Yesterday, after the mayor found out that we had found out what he was doing, he issued a new clarification about what was going on.
What do you make of all that?
What I make of that is that the mayor is only disclosing what he knows he has to disclose. One of the things that Jerry Braun pointed out over the weekend is it's very difficult to establish what took place at the fundraiser that was sponsored by the Sunroad people for the mayor. We don't know how much money was raised. We don't know what communications took place with Sunroad and the mayor ahead of time. The thing you have to remember is the mayor's staff issued the 180-foot permit on July the 7th, after the presumed notice of hazard had been issued on the 24th of April, after Sunroad had represented on June the 20th and again on June 22nd that they would limit it to 160. After all that happened, under the mayor, people inexplicably issued a 180-foot building permit. We need to have someone investigate whether the mayor was involved or Mr. Waring was involved or who was involved in that decision. The person who was in charge of that investigation, of getting answers to that and other questions, unexpectedly resigned yesterday.
Who was that?
Ronnie Froman, the person in charge of the investigation. Bonnie Dumanis has been compromised, obviously. The State Attorney General's office is not going to be any help. We don't have a U.S. attorney that can be help. I don't have subpoena power to get to the bottom of it. But this is a major scandal in the city of San Diego, in this administration, in which the one person selected by the mayor, who was in charge of the investigation, unexpectedly resigned yesterday. The documents that there was an effort to remove them so that they would not be available to the city attorney were recovered yesterday. Mr. Sexton is gone. He's out of town as of today. There's a refusal to produce the rest of the documents.